While solving physics problems, many times we have come across quadratic equations, and we need to find the roots for them. And of course, there is a traditional method, but trick is there to find roots of a quadratic equation easily. And I'll go with one example in physics. So let us see the question first. A balloon is going upwards with velocity 12 meter per second. It it releases a packet when it is at a height of 65 meter from the ground. How much time the packet will take to reach the ground? So this is the question actually. I'm not going into the details of the question, but my interest is there will be a quadratic equation. We'll end up with the question. So let me write that quadratic equation here. 5t square, because we need to find time, minus 12t minus 65 equal to 0. So using this quadratic equation, we have to find t time, so that whichever asked in the question, that we need to find the roots for this quadratic equation. So normally there is a procedure, but I will go with a different procedure. Simply, easily we can find the roots for this. See here, this one and this one, even no need of this sign also. Just write 5 into 65. This is not a conventional method, it is a different one. Just see a few seconds. See, minus 12 is there, but you write plus 12. You change the sign here only. I am just drawing the roots directly without finding intermediate step, just drawing the roots. See how to do that. So remember this, again 5 is here from here, and 65 is from here. 12, you change the, before 12 there is a negative sign, you change the sign and write it here. So directly I am drawing the roots. See how to do that. 5 here, this one is having a factors of 5 and 13. This is a normal procedure only up to here, and here 12, just leave that, and these two if you multiply you will get 25. Okay, and here 13, just leave some gap here. So what if we do some mathematical operation between these two, like a plus or addition or subtraction, we should get plus 12. So what to do? Just leave a minus 13, and this is 25. 25 minus 13, if you add these two you'll get 12. Okay, there is one more small next step. You just divide this with this 5, whichever there here, just divide with that, and this also divide with that. So what you are getting here, this is 5, this is 5, and this is minus 13 by 5. Okay, this one, let me finalize here. What we are getting, 5 minus 13 by 5. But of course here it is asked time here in this question, so this is no more valid because it is negative. So we need to cut that. But thing is how to find the roots. Let me explain once again. 5t square minus 12t minus 65 is equal to 0, which is the quadratic equation. For that we need to find the roots. I'm just skipping the traditional method, just doing in a different way. In this strict 50, 5 here, it is 5 and it is 65, write them as a product, and here minus 12 is there. To draw the roots directly, just change the sign here only. So minus 12, instead of that you just write down plus 12. Now you factorize this, and 65 I can write it as 5 into 13, and again 5 into 5 is 25, and 13 is there here. One more intermediate step is 25 and minus 13. Now after that you just divide these both with the 5, whichever the product of t square. With that you just divide. So 25 by 5 and minus 13 by 5, and here from here you will get 5, and from here you will get minus 13 by 5. These are the two roots for this quadratic equation, and you can find easily. But let us go with few more examples so that you will be convenient. Only thing is you need to practice these uh, tricks again and again. Then only you will be comfortable when you really use them. Otherwise, it will be very difficult. Let us see with the example. Let us see. There are two examples here. First one is x square minus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. Okay, let us see this first. There is one more example. Let us come to see that later. See, while you're looking at this, what you need to understand here, x square has a multiple of 1. That also you should remember. Here, how x square has a multiple of 2. Okay. Then here it is again 1 here. Okay. Now 1 into, just leave this sign also, no need. 10 into 10. And now here minus 3 is there. Just leave that minus sign and write only plus 3. Now what to do with this? Here 10, I can write it as 2 into 5. So if you multiply these two, what you will get? 2. And this is 5. So what operation I should perform between these two to get this plus 3? Just tell me. Keeping minus sign before 2 and add them. So what you will get? Plus 3. Simply these two are the roots. Minus 2 comma 5. That's it. What I did here, x square multiple is 1. So 1, and here 10, and minus 3 just write on as plus 3 and factorize this and choose the factor such that you will end up with this plus 3. That's all. Okay, we'll continue with this. Otherwise, if you are not comfortable, even we will see this also. And one more. See here, when looking here, you can write 2 into 6. And this is plus x, means here 1 into x plus 1 into x. So what you need to write? Minus 1. Okay, then remember that here this 2 is here. This is important in the final step. Here 1 is there, but as long as 1 is there, here there is no problem. But here 2 is there. In the ending step, we'll end up with a different thing. Let us see that. Now 2, what to do here? 2 into 3 into 2. So 2 2s are 4. This one and this one. 4 and 3. What operation I should perform here to get this minus? So minus 4 and 3. Now these two, you should divide these things with 2. This is your pair of solution here. What are the two roots here? Minus 4 by 2 is minus 2, and here 3 by 2. These are the two roots for this. And let us go with a few other examples quickly. See here, there is one more example. Root 2x plus 7x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. Here remember, here x square. It is x square, the multiple is root 2, and here 5 root 2. Multiply them. And here with the x, what is the multiple? 7. But with a positive sign, just write down minus 7. Now root 2 into 2 is 2, and again into 5. Okay, just separately write down 2 comma 5. Now what operation I should perform between these two, so that if I add these two, what are the signs I should keep in front of 2 and 5, so that if I add both, I should get minus 7. Simply minus 2 minus 5. So minus 2 minus 5, if I add, I will get minus 7. Now last step is important here. Don't miss. Divide these two with the root 2. Let me write here. So minus 2 divide with root 2, and minus 5 divided with root 2. Then what you will get? Here root 2 with a negative sign, minus root 2, and minus 5 by root 2. These are the two roots. So with this, what you can understand, of course, you have a conventional method, but this is more easier than that. Simply, if you want looking for roots, if you want to solve and to extend, that is different. But here, only thing is only if in any physics problem, if you are only looking for roots, simply within 2 seconds you can draw the roots.